Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that's probably crossed your mind at some point. How to make any woman fall for you. Now, I know that sounds like a bold promise, but the truth is, there are psychological tricks that can actually make women feel more drawn to you, whether you're meeting someone new or trying to strengthen a connection with someone you already know. But here's the key. This isn't about using manipulation or tricks to deceive anyone. These psychological techniques are about creating genuine connections. They tap into emotions, body language, and things like mystery and emotional engagement, all of which can make your interactions more meaningful and increase attraction in a way that's authentic and natural. In today's video, I'm going to share 5 psychological tricks that are scientifically backed to help you build attraction. Whether you're just starting to get to know someone or want to deepen the connection with a woman you're already talking to, these tricks will give you practical, actionable advice on how to make her feel more drawn to you. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of how your body language, emotional engagement, and even a little bit of mystery can transform your relationships. So stick around and let's dive right in, mastering the power of body language. Let's start with something that often gets overlooked, but is incredibly powerful: body language. Did you know that about 93% of communication is nonverbal? That means what you do with your body, your facial expressions, your posture, and your gesture speaks much louder than the words you say. So, if you want to make a woman fall for you, mastering body language is one of the most effective tricks you can use. First, let's talk about posture. Standing or sitting up straight immediately communicates confidence. It might seem like a small thing, but confidence is incredibly attractive. Imagine this. When you stand tall with your shoulders back and your chest open, you look more confident, capable, and strong. Compare that to slouching. Slouching not only makes you look smaller, but it also gives off an energy of insecurity. Women are naturally drawn to people who seem confident and self-assured, and it all starts with your posture. Now, let's talk about eye contact. This is huge. When you look someone in the eyes, it shows you're engaged and interested in them. However, there's a balance to strike. Too little eye contact can make you seem disinterested or shy, while too much can feel intense or uncomfortable. The key is to make eye contact naturally. Hold her gaze for a few seconds, then look away briefly. The subtle back and forth create a connection without feeling overwhelming. Eye contact not only makes you appear confident, but also builds a feeling of closeness. Another powerful body language trick is mirroring. This is when you subtly mimic the other person's gestures, posture, or speech patterns. Studies have shown that people are more likely to feel a connection with someone who mirrors them. If she crosses her arms, you might do the same. If she leans forward, try leaning forward just a little bit. Mirroring shows that you're in sync and that you're paying attention to her. It creates a subconscious bond that makes her feel more comfortable around you. And let's not forget about your smile. It's simple, but it's a game changer. A genuine smile makes you appear friendly, approachable, and open. It can immediately make someone feel at ease in your presence. The key is to smile naturally. Don't force it, but rather let it come from a place of genuine connection. Smiling when you see her or during your conversation shows that you're happy to be with her and builds positive energy between you two. Here's an example of how to use body language effectively in a real conversation. Imagine you're talking to her and she's telling you something important. As she speaks, you maintain good posture, lean slightly in to show you're listening, and make steady eye contact. You smile when it's appropriate, and you subtly mirror her body language when she leans in or gestures. This body language communicates that you're confident, you're present, and you're genuinely interested in her. She's going to feel more drawn to you because your body language is communicating warmth, confidence, and attentiveness without you having to say a word. So, here's a pro tip. Before your next interaction, pay attention to your body. Stand tall, make natural eye contact, and smile. You'll immediately appear more attractive, approachable, and confident, qualities that make a lasting impression and, over time, can lead to stronger attraction. The power of mystery. The power of mystery. Now, let's dive into something that might sound a bit counterintuitive. The power of mystery. When it comes to attraction, mystery isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about keeping her intrigued and leaving her wanting more. In other words, don't reveal everything about yourself right away. Here's why mystery works. People, especially women, are naturally curious. When you share too much too quickly, you take away the mystique and excitement of getting to know someone. It can make things feel a little too predictable or even boring. But when you leave some things to the imagination, you create a sense of curiosity that keeps her interested and engaged. The more she wants to know about you, the more intrigued she'll be, and the more likely she is to feel attracted. Think about it. When you meet someone for the first time, you don't want to hear their entire life story in one go. Instead, you want to discover things gradually, piece by piece. The same goes for relationships. If you hold back just enough, it makes her want to learn more about you, and that's incredibly attractive. Mystery adds layers to your personality, and she'll start to see you as someone who's multidimensional, someone who has more to offer than just what's on the surface. But how do you create mystery? It's not about being distant or closed off. It's about strategically withholding certain personal details until the right moment. For example, you might mention a trip you took to a fascinating place, but not go into all the details. Or you might say something about a passion of yours, but don't reveal why it's so meaningful to you. This leaves her curious and eager to find out more about what makes you tick. Another powerful way to maintain mystery is by being less available than she might expect. Now, I'm not talking about ghosting her or playing hard to get in a manipulative way. It's about balancing your availability. For example, if you're constantly available for text messages, phone calls, or hanging out, it can make you seem predictable. But when you take your time to respond or don't immediately agree to every plan she suggests, it can create a sense of anticipation. She'll start to wonder what you're up to, and that feeling of uncertainty can make her think about you more often. Here's an example of how this might play out. Imagine you're chatting with her, and you mention something interesting you're working on, but you don't give all the details right away. You say, "I've been working on a project lately that's pretty exciting, but I can't share too much yet. I'll tell you more soon." You've sparked her curiosity without oversharing. Now, she's going to be wondering what this project is, and in the back of her mind, she's going to be thinking about you and that mystery you created. To build on this, think about the way you tell stories. Think about the way you tell stories. Don't just jump in and share everything. Don't just jump in and share everything. Add a little suspense. Add a little suspense. Leave some things to the imagination. Leave some things to the imagination. When you do this, you give her the space to fill in the blanks. You give her the space to fill in the blanks. And that intrigue is what drives attraction. It's emotionally engaging. It's emotionally engaging. Because you're keeping her mentally more about you and discovering more about you. How can you use mystery? How can you use mystery in a way that's effective? The key is to strike a balance. Don't overshare. Also, don't be closed off. Show that you're an interesting layered person. But let her slowly peel back the layers. Keep the excitement alive. And let her enjoy the journey of getting to know you. Create emotional engagement. Let's move on to one of the most powerful psychological tricks you can use to make a woman fall for you. Creating emotional engagement. Now, I know this might sound a bit deep, but let me break it down for you. It's actually simpler than you think. It's all about connecting on a deeper level. Beyond just surface level attraction. When you engage her emotionally, you're tapping into something much stronger than physical attraction. Emotions of lasting connections. Think about it. Attraction isn't just about how charming their words are. The true bond that makes a relationship built on emotional connection. If you can make her feel emotionally connected, it will make her more likely to develop strong feelings over time. How do you create this emotional engagement? Create emotional engagement. It's all about being present, genuine empathy, and showing one of the best ways to emotionally engage her by asking questions that show you care about what she's feeling, not just what she's doing. Instead of sticking to surface level small talk, ask her about her dreams, values, and experiences. Let's be honest. How many times have you been asked a question in a meaningful way? Probably not often. When you ask these kind of questions, you're showing her that you're genuinely interested in who she is as a person. For example, instead of asking, "How was your day?" You could ask, "What was the most rewarding part of your day today?" Or was there anything that really made you smile today? These questions aren't just about the events of her day. They're about how she felt during those moments. They give her the chance to share something deeper about herself. It's this type of emotional depth that helps build a connection between you. Another powerful way to engage emotionally is by showing empathy. When she's talking about something that's bothering her, don't rush to offer a solution right away. We covered that in point one. Instead, simply listen and show that you understand how she feels. Show that you understand how she feels. Something like, I can really see how that situation would upset you. That must have been acknowledging her emotions. By acknowledging her emotions, you're creating a sense of comfort and safety. You're creating a sense of comfort and safety, which opens a door for her. Emotional engagement also involves sharing your own feelings and it's not just about her opening up. It's also about you being willing to open up. It's also about you being willing to share something personal. When you share something personal, you're working towards, or a past experience, it allows her to see a more authentic side of you. Vulnerability is incredibly powerful. It shows that you trust her. It shows that trust is often returned. It creates a sense of emotional foundation that can be the foundation for a deeper connection. If she shares a struggle she's been going through, you might respond with something like, I've gone through something similar and I know how challenging it can be. If you ever want to talk more about it, I'm here to listen. This not only validates her experience, but also gives her a glimpse into your emotional world, making her feel more connected. Finally, shared experiences also create emotional bonds. Whether it's laughing together over a funny memory, working through a challenging situation, or simply spending time with one another. Shared moments strengthen the emotional connection. These moments become memories that keep you close, and make her feel more deeply connected to you. Build her trust through consistency. Let's talk about one of the most important elements of attraction. Trust. Without trust, no relationship can really thrive. It doesn't matter how amazing your conversations are, or how strong the chemistry feels. If trust isn't there, everything can start to crumble. So, if you want to make any woman fall for you, one of the most effective ways is to build trust through consistency. Let me explain exactly how that works. Trust is built over time through consistent actions that show you're reliable, honest and dependable. It's not about making grand gestures or promises you can't keep. Trust is built by doing everyday things with integrity, following through on what you say. When you're consistent, you show her that you are someone who can be relied on, which is incredibly attractive. If you tell her you're going to call her at 7 p.m., don't let it slip to 8 p.m. Don't let it slip to 8 p.m. Being on time and following through on even small ones. Even shows that you respect her time, shows that you respect her trusted, and that this might seem like a small thing. But trust is built on these small moments. When you show that you can be counted on, it creates a sense of security in the relationship. She'll know that when you say something. Another key aspect of building trust is being emotionally consistent. This means you need to show up emotionally in a stable and predictable way. Women value emotional reliability. They want to feel like you're not going to suddenly pull away or act without any explanation. If you're warm and engaged one day and then cold and distant the next, it creates confusion and uncertainty. However, if you're consistently supportive, engaged, and attentive, she'll start to feel like she can count on your emotional presence. Build her trust through consistency. For example, if she's having a tough day and you've promised to be there for her, don't disappear or make her chase after you for your attention. Instead, send a simple message like, I know things are rough right now, but I'm here for you. Let me know if you want to talk. This shows her that you're consistent in your emotional support and that she can count on you during both the good and tough times. It's also important to be consistent with your words and actions. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you value her, show it through your actions. Consistency in your behavior builds a sense of trust because it demonstrates that you are genuine. If you constantly say one thing and do another, she will start to question your intentions, and that can damage the trust between you two. Here's an example of how trust-building consistency might look in action. Let's say you've been talking for a while, and you've made plans to spend time together. Instead of canceling last minute or coming up with excuses, you show up when you said you would, and you put an effort to make her feel special. This is a kind of consistency that helps her see that she can trust you to be there when it matters. In the long run, trust is what makes a relationship strong and lasting. When she sees that you are consistent in your actions, words, and emotional support, she will feel secure in the relationship. She will start to feel more comfortable, vulnerable, and open with you because she knows she can rely on you. Be playful and fun. Be playful and fun. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Being playful and fun. It might not seem like the first thing that comes to mind when you think about building attraction, but trust me, this is one of the most powerful psychological tricks to make a woman fall for you. Humor and playfulness aren't just about cracking jokes or being the life of the party. They're about creating an easygoing, enjoyable vibe that makes her feel comfortable and happy in your presence. Why does being playful work so well? It's because laughter and fun naturally create positive emotions. When you can make her laugh and share light-hearted moments together, it breaks down barriers and builds a sense of connection. Think about it. People are generally more drawn to those who make them feel good, and nothing makes people feel better than having fun. When you're fun and playful, she'll associate those positive feelings with being around you, and that emotional connection can turn into attraction. One of the best ways to be playful is through teasing, but here's the thing. Light teasing can be incredibly effective, but it has to be done the right way. The key is to keep it fun and respectful, and make sure it's something you both can laugh about. Playful teasing can create chemistry because it shows you're comfortable enough with each other to joke around. For example, if she says something funny, you might respond with, "Wow, I didn't know you were so clever. You're making me look bad." This kind of teasing shows you're enjoying the moment together, and it adds an element of fun to the conversation. But don't overdo it. The goal is to make her smile and feel at ease, not to put her down or make her feel awkward. If you notice that she's uncomfortable, it's time to dial it back. Always make sure your teasing is playful, lighthearted, and focused on shared fun, not targeting anything that can make her feel self-conscious. Another great way to be playful is by engaging in fun activities together. Things that aren't too serious, but let you bond and share new experiences. It could be something as simple as playing a game, going on an adventure, or even just being spontaneous in your plans. For example, instead of always suggesting dinner and a movie for your dates, why not suggest something more adventurous, like a mini road trip, a dance class, or even a fun competition like a game of bowling? These kinds of activities create moments of spontaneity that keep things exciting and make her look forward to your time together. In addition to activities, physical playfulness can be a huge turn-on. A playful touch, whether it's a light tap on the arm, a playful nudge, or even a quick hug, can show that you're comfortable with her and want to create a connection without being too serious. It's about being affectionate in a light and non-pressuring way. These small, playful touches can help build a deeper bond and make her feel more connected to you. But here's an important point. Being playful also means you're not taking yourself too seriously. If you can laugh at yourself or make light of situations, it shows that you're confident enough to not be constantly worried about what she thinks of you. For example, if you spill something or do something clumsy, instead of getting embarrassed, laugh it off and say something like, "Well, I guess I'm not perfect. Good thing you're here to help me out." It shows that you're comfortable in your own skin, and that kind of ease is incredibly attractive. In a nutshell, being playful is about creating a positive, fun dynamic where she feels at ease, comfortable, and excited to be around you. When you're having fun together, the emotional walls start to come down and the connection deepens naturally.